I actually saw this YouTube channel talk about Jack Harlow. I think it was Hip Hop Madness, and this is not to diss them whatsoever, because you know I obviously fuck with them.
This video's
but I was so confused. Like, look at this. They said the Jack Harlow experiment has failed. I was like, dude, that don't even make sense. Like, I know Hella Yassine made a video back in the day about the Lil Pump experiment failing or whatever, and that was legit an experiment or not a test, a like marketing scheme somebody tried to pull with Lil Pump. It was The Lights Global Management, wherein they blew this Lil Pump up with potentially fake numbers, but also by getting his viral clips on Instagram and wherever else he posted, and YouTube videos that were completely ignorant. Like D-Rose, come on. Like, I know a lot of people like that song and it's nostalgic, but come on, D-Rose is trash. That song is not good. He does have good songs, but personally, D-Rose is not good. We'll get to the Uzi tweet in a second, but that was an actual thing. Again, there was a management behind it pushing this person, and like it did super well up front, but then the organic fan base just wasn't there for the music. They were there for the viral moments of him doing a skete and like stupid ignorant shit of shooting guns outside his Uber. Whereas Jack Harlow, what is the experiment? I don't get it. He legit, his last album, yes, it got a lot of hate. I mean, I'm not trying to compare it to a whole lot of Red, but it got similar amounts of hate up front on Twitter and Instagram. The narrative was really bad. The bitches probably love it. I mean, it sold pretty well, even though it didn't sell as much as the expectations first week, but it was still above. It was like what, 100 something K, which is more than what he's done. So he's gone up every single time, and he's been doing numbers since like when it was What's Poppin', like 2020. So like it's been a few years. This ain't an experiment anymore. This is a goddamn like confirmation. And I'm not trying to meat ride Jack Harlow, because I didn't think the album was, I don't know, like it's not my favorite album. I personally liked a decent amount of the songs. I didn't think it deserved as much hate as it got, but what experiment, man? People just are hating on Jack too much. And I think that he has a certain swag to him that I think that's the reason why people fuck with him so much, because he brought like 90s beats back, like almost, yeah, like old school beats, but like had a new flow on it. And obviously he's white, so he probably got a little bit more views and streams than what like the black counterpart would get, just because he's different. It's all about branding here. But yeah, Drake was already doing that though. Well, Drake again was black, so since we're in a black genre predominantly, we've talked about this before, since Jack is white, you know, it's gonna be more unique in a sense, and more people are gonna gravitate towards that, especially in like, whether it's racist or not, it could be like white people are going to be drawn to more like them, right? We seek in influence and artists people who are like us that we can relate to. So maybe white people like Jack Harlow more because they can relate to him. You feel me? Macklemore was I don't know about that, man. I never liked Macklemore. That shit was like kind of that shit was kind of trash. That was like peak pop rap, where like with B.O.B. and shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I was listening to that shit back in the day, but I was a kid, man. I didn't know what good music was.